topic of women empowerment. The first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru said, "You can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. But first, what is empowerment and what is women empowerment?" Empowerment is the process of increasing the authority and responsibility of individuals or groups to make choices and to transform those choices into desired actions and outcomes. Women empowerment refers to increasing the spiritual, political, social, educational, gender, or economic strength of individuals and communities of women. So today, why talk about women empowerment only and not men empowerment? Why do women need empowerment? We see that almost 50% of the total population of the world is constituted by women. Why then does this substantial section of the society need empowerment? They are not in minority so as to require special treatment. Biologically speaking, obviously not physically, it is a proven fact that the female species is far superior to male. Then the question arises, why the need for women empowerment? The need for women empowerment arose due to centuries of domination and discrimination against women by men. Women are the suppressed lot. They are the targets and the victims to various crimes, abuses, all over the world. India is no different. India is referred to as Bharat Mata, not Bharat Pita, which means Mother Nation, the personification of India as a mother goddess. So how on earth did India become one of the most dangerous or unsafe places for women to live in? We all know that Indian society is a complex one. Over the centuries, we have developed various customs, traditions, and practices. These customs and practices, whether good or bad, have become a part of our society's collective consciousness. We worship female goddesses. We give great importance to our mothers, wives, sisters, or even female counterparts. But still, India is famous for treating its women badly, both inside and outside the home. Indian society consists of people belonging to almost all religious beliefs. And almost all these religions teaches us to treat women with respect and dignity. But our society has so evolved that instead of receiving this respect and dignity, women are discriminated, both physically and mentally, and it has become the norms since ages. For instance, rape, forced prostitution, domestic violence, subdued voice, trafficking, pay inequality are only some of the discrimination that women all around the world suffers from. But most prominent in India are female infanticide. Female infanticide is the deliberate killing of a female child right after it is born. Sad, isn't it? A female child, unwanted even before birth. Then we have the dowry system, which is the transfer of parental property, gifts, or money at the time of a marriage daughter. Then again, we have crimes such as child marriage. Why these abusive actions against women? The reasons are many, but the most important ones are the male superiority complex and the patriarchal system of our society. Talk about the patriarchal system of our society, let me highlight what the society made me feel as a girl. Being the fifth child in a family of 6 siblings, my family often joked that I would not have been born had my elder sister been born a boy, or if they had not been waiting for my little brother. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Not only that, I'm sure many women here have experienced this. When a girl child wishes to step out of the house, we are thrown several questions at a stretch, like, where are you going? With whom are you going? How long will you be? When are you coming back? So many questions. We understand that these questions arise out of concern and love, but it does get a little upsetting when the boy child wishes to step out and the only response that they get is, okay, relax soon. We live in a society where we teach our children, son, boys don't cry. Instead, we should have lived in a society where we teach them, son, boys don't make girls cry. In order to curb all these ill practices and discrimination, various constitutional as well as legal rights have been provided in India. But in reality, we still have a long way to go. In order to stop this, the society's age-old, deep-rooted mindset needs to be cleansed. But various NGOs and self-help groups are working in this direction. But the most important is women themselves are stepping up, raising their voice, breaking societal barriers and achieving great heights in all dimensions, be it political, social, or economical. Let us take a look at only a few of those women. We are all familiar with Kiran Bedi, who was the first woman IPS officer in India. Then from Pakistan, we have Malala Yousafzai, who became the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm sure we're all familiar with Chimnezang Mary Kom, who is the only amateur boxing champion who has 6 gold medals up her sleeve. But like I said, even with all these achievements, the society as a whole still cannot accept women as equals to men. In order to end and curb this, the society's age-old, deep-rooted mindset needs to be changed through social conditioning and sensitization programs. Hopefully, our seminar today is one such step towards that direction. The United Nations organization recognizes 5 components of women empowerment: generating women's sense of self-worth, women's right to have and determine their choices, women's right to have access to equal opportunities and all kinds of resources, women's right to have the power to regulate and control their own lives within and outside the home, women's ability to contribute in creating a more just social and economic order. So from this, we see that women empowerment is nothing but the recognition of the basic human rights of women and creating an environment where they are treated as equals. Taking a peek at Indian history from ancient to modern India, we will see that the status of women have not always been the same. It kept changing with times. But the condition of women worsened with the advent of Muslim rulers and the British rule. But with the British rule came Western ideas. And with these Western ideas, a few sections of the enlightened population fought for the betterment of women. Most notable ones are Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who believed in the modern concept of freedom, liberty, equality, and justice, and because of whom the sati practice in India was abolished by the British. Swami Vivekananda, who fought unrelentlessly for the upliftment of women. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, because of whom the Widow Remarriage Act 1856 was passed. We cannot fail to mention the father of our nation, the Mahatma, who boycotted child marriage. Now, like I said, various constitutional and legal rights have been provided to uplift women. The makers of our constitution and our founding fathers were determined to provide equal rights to both men and women. They sought to provide equality in general and gender equality in particular. And various articles in the Constitution safeguards the rights